Hey guys, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Mackenzie.
And this is
the H&M Duo.
You should see me in a crowd. I'm gonna run this nothing down.
Technically in this video, it's a rant.
But also some deep conversations.
Yeah. For what reason?
Don't know.
Without further ado, let's get into the video. To start this off, let's talk about
Body types.
or cliches in general. We all know that there's many of them that we don't really like to go by, but for some reason, some people do.
Us two specifically, we're different body types.
Yes, we have the same, this body type.
To the waist.
And then when it comes down to the waist,
Mm-mm.
I'm thick, she's
not. So it gets really annoying when people are like, "Oh, you're not thick. I don't want you."
But also, you think that's bad when people assume just because you're thick in your thighs that you are fat in your stomach. A lot of people who are thick have a flat stomach. Most of the thick girls walk around saying, "I'm fat," all because people make them feel fat.
Exactly.
But
Or, this is from a skinny girl's perspective, you get asked if you're anorexic, which
Your
is
bones.
ridiculous.
like you see your bones and they just automatically like, "You're anorexic?"
No, probably eat more than you do.
She eats a lot. I don't eat. Ever. She eats like
Every day, 5 times an hour. Pretty sure in the middle of this video, I'm probably gonna have food.
probably. Disclaimer, I'm taller than her and I just say that because,
Ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't.
Let's
Anyway.
get to periods.
I love wearing white jeans, don't you?
Oh, they're just the funnest.
We're having white
I
sheets.
wonder how cheerleaders cope with it.
Honestly,
Whoa.
I used to be a cheerleader, but that was when I was younger
And
and
didn't
didn't have a period.
But,
Oh my
girls
gosh,
on
I'm waiting for the
periods-
boys to comment, "Oh my gosh, y'all have a period? L.
Ah.
L.
Like,
L."
I crave chocolate, and most girls do, except for this one, because she's weird.
I don't eat chocolate that much.
I crave it even more, even though I'm already obsessed. And
I crave lemonade or
and
sweet tea.
And like, girls, you say one mean thing to them on their period, and they're gonna snap at you like there's no tomorrow.
Yes.
You better regret you ever said anything.
Yes.
Like, scary.
And like, there's just so many things that are different about us, but that also doesn't mean that you could just say all because we do one different thing. Are you on your period? Maybe I am.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. It's not your business,
What-
anyways.
How does this relate to you?
You take your bag to the bathroom. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she must be on her period. Personally, if I have to text anyone during school, I go to the bathroom with my bag, so it just looks like I'm on my period.
And me, every time I use the bathroom, I'm playing a game or on social media because
I usually-
I'm just that person.
Yeah.
Can we rant about the difference between girls and boys when it comes to friendships?
Girls are so much closer. Like, literally, we just like wear each other's clothes, and it's like
All the time.
cool.
And I
Whatever.
love how boys always say stuff about us going into the bathroom together when someone takes a shower. It's
That's
like,
just a girl thing.
I'm sorry, but if I'm in the shower, I ain't trying to be lonely. You finna sit on that toilet or play some baby Justin Bieber up in here.
And I'm gonna like shoot some water at you.
Yes.
That's an inside joke. No one will get that. But like, you better believe I ain't finna go alone because
What's the
just-
fun in that?
girls travel in packs.
Yes.
We're like wolves.
Yes, we are. Girls are
are.
actually
We
wolves.
are wolves.
Like, I feel like if we had to judge a girl by an animal
we'd all be wolves.
or cats, wolves and cats, like
Wolves
combined.
and cats. Let's talk about like sexualization with clothes.
Yes.
Because
I have a belly button. What are you going to do about it?
I'm wearing shorts, which you can't see right now, but oopsie daisy, I'm wearing them.
And
And
what are you going to do about it?
or I have a skirt on, and it's just like too short. But yeah, a boy can sag to the floor, and everything's quite all right with you.
Exactly.
It's like you see a bra strap, it's over. You see a boy's boxers, and apparently it's okay.
And apparently hot.
Personally, I wouldn't want a boy who looks like a bum.
Yes. I don't really like saying this about people, but it kind of makes you look trashy.
It does. It makes you look like you don't try.
Or don't care.
Oh my gosh.
And honestly, though, it's really annoying when people make it look like they do try, but try too hard. Or they try to try for other people. If you're going to do something or change something about yourself, make it because you want to.
Not because some boy called you ugly and says that you'd maybe be cuter if you stopped wearing your glasses. Become blind for boys. Okay, sure.
Maybe you'd be cuter if you pulled your shorts up a little more.
Or if you know, maybe you got a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Boo, if you want to grow for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Don't let somebody try to change you.
Some girl
Because-
says you're ugly without makeup and you start wearing makeup.
No.
No.
Or someone says you look sick without it, so you start purposely wearing makeup so you don't look sick, as people like to say, for some reason.
Or the fact that a girl, apparently people can smell cheap perfume. What?
What does cheap smell like?
A dollar store? Like,
I've never, I know me and Mackenzie, we usually use our Victoria's Secret perfume. But I'm exposing us. Last year, we went to Dollar General? Family Dollar?
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar.
That's not beginning of this year.
Was it really?
Yes.
Wow, we're exposing ourselves. We didn't have perfume, and we needed perfume like ASAP.
Because
And
school
that's
is starting
annoying.
in like literally 2 days.
Yes. And we couldn't just go to the mall at that exact moment to buy us perfume. So we're like, improvise. We could go to the mall whenever we feel like it. But for now, let's go to Family Dollar.
Yeah.
So we went to Family Dollar and we got perfume. And it's so strong. And the difference between that and the perfume we wear now, the only difference is how strong it is.
And I did get perfume a little before her because I got one for Bath and Body Works. And
I already had a 1,000 wishes.
but that's when
though.
you got like your Japanese cherry blossom and you had
Uh-huh.
1,000 wishes. And then a few weeks later, my mom took us to the mall and we both got 2 perfumes. Actually, we got 3, but
We don't really use the third one
my
as
mom
much.
uses the 3rd one. It's hers.
Yeah, not that much though. Like, it's not as used as the other ones.
The other 2 are
Look how, okay. Mine's like down here.
mine is over halfway done for.
Do you see this? Now go get the third one. As I randomly spray myself.
Here's the 3rd one.
It's at the very top. Oh my gosh, and when our perfumes mix, like that's not even a part of the
We
Rant, but
wore
still.
them to youth group.
And we walked in, and this
Everyone
dude
was
looked
like,
at us,
"Oh."
and he's like, and we're just like, dang. And we just sprayed a bunch of hairspray in our hair, so it was them 3 mixed together.
Not good.
It was fun.
It was a good smell, but really strong.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get serious for a minute?
Yes.
Girls and changing themselves.
I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with anyone changing themselves, actually.
Unless it's for yourself. Unless you want to.
This society, this generation, personally disgusts me in a way that is humanly impossible to say.
And it doesn't make much sense. Because you have to look a certain way or act a certain way in order to fit in or be like that girl or maybe be like
Or
that one.
you like school and all of a sudden you're weird. And then there are those people who have no humility at all and end up telling someone to commit suicide.
And the
when
fact
it
that
happens-
they actually think about it too.
And some people actually do it.
I don't get why you would want to be the cause of somebody hurting themselves.
Personally, I think it should be a federal crime to tell someone to kill themselves. I think
Yes.
if the person tells someone to kill themselves and they do it, that person who told it should be arrested. I know it happens, but sometimes you don't touch the person who told it.
People seem to make jokes about things a lot. Now I get it if you're just talking to your friend and you're like, oh, go kill yourself. A lot of friends do that for some reason.
It's weird, but,
I've done that before. But
people
whenever-
make stupid jokes about it.
yes, like they make jokes about rape. They make jokes about abuse or neglection.
Race.
Yes. Your sexuality, whether you're straight, bi, or in the LGBT community at all.
One of my best friends is lesbian, and I don't have a problem with it. I still talk to her, even though I'm straight. I don't have anything against them. But people seem to make jokes about it.
I just don't see the point of it. Me personally, you know I'm against it because I don't even like the word straight. It's just annoying to me. You could be straight. You could be lesbian. That's who you are. People shouldn't say, oh, look, there's a straight girl. Oh, look, there's a lesbian. Oh, look, there's a gay guy.
No. There's a person.
It's a person, and that person has a name and a home and a family and a life.
You don't know their life?
You don't know what they go through because of their sexuality
Or because of their race.
or because of their religion.
Religion is a huge thing, and it's another thing people make jokes about.
Yes.
Oh, look, there's a Muslim. They're gonna come bomb. What?
And-
No, they're not.
And as soon as somebody puts on any type of hijab or anything at school, if you wear it to school, they'll tell you to take it off.
Which is ridiculous. I have
No.
a best friend who I would
Indonesian?
literally, yes, she's
Yeah.
Indonesian. She's Islamic. I literally used to watch her pray, and that girl, she was very serious about her religion, and she still is.
I couldn't judge someone on their religion. Like, that's their choice. Like, most people are like, oh, I couldn't date someone who don't have the same religion as me or couldn't be friends with someone. Yes, it would be hard.
Because you wouldn't cope very easily, but if you
Whether,
truly love
like,
this person,
you want to go to a church or they want to do this or something,
but if you truly love this person,
it shouldn't matter. And if somebody ever judges you from your sexuality, your height, your religion,
your race,
your race, anything about you, your body size, whether you're
the clothes you
too
wear,
curvy or not curvy enough,
just don't change
Don't
yourself
listen to
for
them.
other people. Other people are absolutely trash if they're going to tell you how you should do things.
if somebody tells you that, feel bad for them. Because the fact that they're thinking of that, somebody must have put something in their head for them to think like that.
They do it to please
And I'm
themselves.
sorry. And I'm sorry for that person. Because the fact that they was taught to think like that,
They do it to please themselves, to feel better about themselves.
even though boosting other people's self-esteem down, all because you're not happy with your own, that's a personal problem.
That
And there's a difference between personal problems as, you don't have to keep it to yourself.
That's tough.
Talk to somebody about it.
That's tough.
But talk to it in a way to where you're explaining yourself without trying to hurt someone else in the process.
If you are personally hurting, don't take it out on other people.
And make sure to tell someone.
They don't deserve that, and you don't deserve it either.
Yeah, you should think, if you don't like feeling this way, why would you want someone else to feel the same way?
That's just not having a heart.
It's cold, and
And
most people do it because somebody's around them. They could feel bad inside. I know me, I've changed a lot in the past years. Sorry, but I used to not be so much of a nice person. Everyone's went through that phase to where they're just really bad. Even she has, and she's a really good person.
long past that phase.
Yes, and there's this one dude this is elementary school. So this was a while ago. But I used to mess with him a lot because of how he talked and how he looked. And recently he's been going to our school again, and every time I see him, all I could think about is how the only reason I ever messed with him is because somebody was watching me and I wanted to feel cool. I wanted to fit in.
Wanted to be their group of friends because joking on people is cool.
And that's how you make friends, because, it's so funny.
It's
so funny to make someone want to kill themselves.
It's so messed up how you make friends nowadays.
It's not.
It's kind of
It's
impossible
crazy.
to make a real friend.
Exactly.
Personally, I've been through some tough friendships and I've never kept many.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends. You could ask her. I like to hang around a lot of people. But I'm never going to be the girl who thinks that all of them people are going to stay in my life. Honestly, I don't think none of my friends are going to be with me in the future except for her. And maybe like 2 of my friends other than her. And that's kind of doubtful because the chances are crazy. But
I had a best friend who I thought I would be good friends with for a while. But people change. And she changed into a brat who was so stuck up and selfish.
I had the same best friend as her. That's how we started talking, actually.
She was fake. But that wasn't the girl I was talking about. I had another best friend who I thought I would be best friends with forever. I don't know who I'm talking about.
Yes, and I hated her. And I warned her from the beginning.
Yes, I had been friends with this girl for over 4 years.
Yes.
And I'm like, hey, we've been friends for a while. She understands me. She's a great friend. But she started changing and trying to be bad and very stuck up and bratty and selfish.
I'm not saying I'm a perfect angel. I am not.
I am not either. Everyone makes mistakes.
Honey, I'm not a good girl. But that does not make me a bad girl neither. That just makes me who I am. I'm not going to be the perfect angel everyone wants me to be. But that doesn't mean I'm going to put up a show for other people by making myself someone I'm not and being bad. And you shouldn't either.
I get judged a lot because I
Don't cuss.
don't cuss. And
I don't know anybody who doesn't cuss. Cussing is just a given thing. I cuss. She does not cuss.
I don't cuss.
She's so soft. She says pissed and she says hell.
I've never been in a relationship because I'm waiting to be older and with a guy that I actually like.
She's waiting. She don't want to have that thing to where you date guys to find the person you're in love with. She wants to skip that part and just straight up date the first person she's in love with. And looking back, I've had so many relationships, and I wish I could do what she did. But,
But one thing that annoys the hell out of me is when you tell a boy, because this happened at our park. I was with her, and she had a boyfriend at the time. And we were talking to this one guy that apparently she was friends with. And I'm like, yeah, I've been single for a while. And then he went, oh, let me go hook you up with this guy. I'm like, I've never even seen his face, and I'm not going to start dating someone I don't even know the name of.
Okay, I've made jokes like this to my friends, but it doesn't mean I'm going to actually do it. I hate it when people go like, oh, you're single? Oh, I could hook you up with him, or you should date him.
No.
But I don't know him. I've never seen him. What is he? I don't even know what the color of his eyes are. I don't know his last name.
I don't know his personality. If there's a very likely chance I don't even know his first name.
Honestly.
But that's how people treat relationships. They treat it like it's a thing that everyone naturally does, and if you're not in one, you're weird.
And it's not.
Relationships are a special, sentimental thing. Really not rushing, as I'm waiting for the perfect guy.
Yes. And, you know, most people our her age would have found a guy by now. Honestly, I think this is the only smart girl, like, ever. Because she's the only girl I know at this age that has not had a boyfriend.
I mean, maybe
But
like those, like, kindergarten
but it's not,
boyfriends.
yeah, but it's not because she can't get one. She could get one. That's my best friend right there. She could easily get a boyfriend. I know people who have liked her. But they're douchebags. Half the guys are douchebags. And they don't treat a relationship like a relationship.
They treat it like it's some thing everyone does. Like,
we could go on about the perfect guy. Like, the perfect guy doesn't depend on,
how you
okay,
look.
you brown hair. Like, okay, I'm that
Perfect
basic
guy doesn't
brown,
look.
brown,
Has to look.
brown. Or then there's the other basic, blue, blonde,
Pale skin.
pale skin. Exactly.
But a perfect guy is their personality and how they present themselves.
And how they act. Now, I'm not just saying how they act towards you, because I've been in a relationship where the guy and me alone was awesome. But as soon as we got around his friends...
He was actually the first guy to cheat on her ever.
Second guy. But the other guy was in elementary school.
Yeah, so that doesn't really count.
Or like the beginning of probably middle school.
The guy you might think is the perfect guy will probably end up being the worst of them all.
Because guys, I'm sorry if you're a guy, but some guys like to target you. I'm not saying this is every guy. And if you end up finding the perfect guy, don't let him go. Even if you're not used to it, find a way to cope through it.
Personally, I've seen in like our school, people find being in long relationships is weird. So they break off to go with someone else because they are not used to this long
I love
thing.
long relationships.
Long relationships are what you should have. You're trying to find your perfect soulmate for the rest of your life, not some pastime that you treat it as if girl after girl, boy after boy. No. You get one person, you stay with them, and you stick through with them.
Exactly. Oh, yawn moment. But people treat long relationships like it's not a thing. Like, you don't want it. That commitment, oh my gosh. If you don't want commitment, don't be in a relationship.
Exactly. If you are gonna go and hoe around,
I'm sorry, but if you don't want commitment, then my advice to you is to either be lonely or like just hang out with boys and don't get into it or like fall in love until you feel like you're ready. Or you could do what most of the people do. Just be single and hoe around.
which I
That's
don't
a
even
phase.
do. I don't do.
That's a phase. Most people go through it. She will never go through it because
I find it very stupid.
this is my softest friend I have. Which I love, by the way, because she's my best friend. But
People are like, I'm single. Time to go make out with some guys. No. No. Anyways, I guess this is about it.
yeah.
Just remember, if you're a girl, I understand you.
And stand up for what you believe in.
Don't go dating because you think it's the right thing to do.
It's not.
It's not.
Unless you
Are
feel
in
like
love
it
with that
is.
person.
Unless you feel like you actually, not even if you're in love with this person.
it's
If
your
you have
decision,
feelings for the person.
If you have a feeling for that person.
and you feel like you could possibly be in love with him in the future.
Don't change for anyone except for yourself.
Exactly.
I hope we helped, if anyone.
And if y'all want to rant or talk about your feelings or just explain something, go ahead and comment it down below. We'll try to reply or DM you.
Since we're like a small YouTube channel, it's easier to reply to those type of things.
So feel free. You don't have to worry about being judged.
Spill your heart out, girl. Or
Just-
even boy.
Spill the tea.
Spell it.
Boy or girl. I know boys have a lot of problems that they go through that us girls probably don't know about. Sorry if we
offended you
any
in
of
any
you,
way.
but if
But-
y'all would like to rant too about something, go ahead and comment. We'll
Props-
help as best as we can. I hang around a lot of boys, so
But like, props to boys for hiding their feelings well.
yeah, and girls too, because girls are amazing at that.
But we should probably end it here.
Because we've been ranting. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, click the subscribe, the like button, and comment something down below.
And we hope that if you enjoy our videos, you'll come back for more.
Click the notification bell. You know, and like we said, rant.
We're always up for
Rant.
some people to talk about tea with.
Exactly. So that's really all we have to say. Link to our social medias, or at least some of them, in the description below.
So that's all we have.
Bye.